welcome to back here again. Got where we was for a second. Yeah, but one of those days when it's just like, your brain's a little bit like scrambled the egg in there, isn't it, really? So if I took too much, the tape would fall out. I could just this little gold rattle like an acorn goes flying, and that would be my brain. So, can you make sure that your phones and all bits and pieces are on silent for me? This should be about to put my watching night mode or something. I always do.
I'm better shave mine off.
Vampire t-shirt, thank you. I was trying to put a moment of where am I going. I need to get it. It's Lost Boys is a classic. Lost Boys is a classic. Right, we're all good. Wait, no, two more happy people. That's convincing. Yeah. If I have to bring Speedy, I'm the person bringing the energy here. Right, I've got the lovely Lord W with me again. I'm so happy to have him here. So absolutely mate, that was quite fun. So yeah, I'm just going to ask one of you lovely people to open for me. So whoever wishes to do it would be amazing. Thank you.
Just like to join me in an opening prayer, please. Dear Father God, Divine Spirit, we send out healing across the world, and where there's war and conflict, to replace it with peace and hope, and to the world leaders, so they can find peace and we can live as brothers and sisters. I also ask for our animal kingdom and Mother Earth, that we join up with other healing books and churches and centres across the world, so that the healing goes to all those that's in need. And I ask our loved ones draw close this evening so they can help us and guide us on our pathway, and I leave this in your keep. Amen.
Amen.
You will know Phil by now. I have the healing book here. I'm just going to read it out. I've got a list of people. If you haven't put anybody in it, you can always do it afterwards. It's not a problem. You can always put it in afterwards. It also goes to the same place. And after I read it out, if you just have a little card, send out other thoughts of healing energy towards them, that would be lovely. I'm going to get my throat limbered up for this one. There's the list here going on. Great Spirit, we gather once again in the sanctuary of love, light, and understanding to ask that all the lovely healing energy we raise be sent out to all those who need it, even if they are unable to ask for it, as well as our animal kingdom. The healing list is Darren, Caledonia, Wendy, Michael, AC, Raymond, Craig, Katie, Scott, Hayley, Sam, Robert, Sue, Roy, Maureen, and Jenny. So if you just have a moment just to visualise them in a better situation than they are now, surrounding lots of lovely healing energy, that would be wonderful. Lovely, thank you very much. Got a little reading here. It's just a little story that I picked up. I asked Janet what story she wanted. She didn't answer me, so I picked what she said. I'm not sure about those. And I was like, neither am I. So I picked a completely random different one. Yeah, I've just thrown you under the bus. You're welcome. Nothing. It wasn't. We weren't vibing with them, were we? We weren't vibing with the idea. And then this one popped out. I was like, okay, I'll have this one then. And this is kind of like a little inspirational story. For sometimes we just are in a bad place in our life. It doesn't make us bad people, and sometimes we just need a little bit of extra help from spirit. This is a story about that. The wet flannel felt rough against my skin, but the hand that wielded it was kind. There now, my Aunt Madge said, once she finished scrubbing me all over, you're all shipshape. Aunt Madge had raised me since I was a baby. My biological mum had been just 17 when she had me, and I'd been sent to Belfast to live with Madge, who was actually my great aunt. A no-nonsense woman, but with a soft side too. I adored her, everybody did. She was the heart and soul of my family. Then one day, when I was 9 years old, I peered into the front room and saw Madge sitting on the settee, and I could tell that something was wrong. Despite the open fire, she was shaking. That was the last time that I saw Aunt Madge alive. It turned out she had an aggressive form of cancer. She was taken to a hospice and I wasn't allowed to visit. Just weeks later, my Uncle Gerald, Madge's brother, came home and burst out crying. Your Aunt Madge is gone, he sobbed. It didn't seem possible my wise, kind, funny Aunt Madge, the only mum that I'd ever known, was really gone. Not long after that, I was walking down the road with Uncle Gerald, when to my delight, I saw her cross the road. I could only see her back view, but she was wearing the usual headscarf and I knew it was her. Look, I cried, pointing, it's Aunt Madge. Your Aunt Madge is gone, Gerald replied crossly, but I was so sure. Soon after, it was decided that I should go to live with my real mum in London. Trouble was, Mum was pretty much a stranger. I'd been a good kid in Ireland. Now, with everything I loved taken away, I was deeply angry. Mum and I fought like cat and dog, and eventually I was put into care. Some of the homes were brutal, and I became even angrier, regularly running around and breaking into places at night. Sometimes at night, I talked to Aunt Madge for comfort. At 14, I was given 3 months in youth detention centre for stabbing another kid during a fight. The sentence was supposed to be a short, sharp shock. Instead, I made more criminal connections, sending me further down the wrong path. Soon crime was all that I knew. Aged just 21, I was sentenced to 17 years in prison for conspiracy to commit robbery, possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, and other firearms offences. It felt like a lifetime, and I was crippled by desperation. Prison was destroying me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. One day, I heard a voice say, "You have to go through this." Why? I asked. It didn't answer. Was it the voice of God or some other higher power? I didn't know. About 5 years in, alone in my cell one night, I felt ready to fall on my sword and take my own life. Then I felt a familiar feeling of love, comfort, and warmth come through the ceiling in darkness. The room felt brighter as the energy settled in me and stayed wrapped around me for about a minute before gently lifting away. I knew it was Aunt Madge letting me know that I'd get through it and I would be all right. Whatever the energy did, it healed me and it gave me what I needed most, hope. When I was eventually released, I started working as a labourer. I worked my way up to supervisor and also did voluntary work for the homeless, getting my humanity back. Then I got a business degree. Now I'm a dad of 3 with a fabulous partner named Daphne. We run a media company and I work as a motivational speaker. I set up the Resilience Code, an educational platform to help people with challenging backgrounds, whether it be crime, trauma, or anger issues. Looking back, I know that someone or something explained that I had to go through what I did. Then at my very lowest, Aunt Madge reassured me that everything would be okay. Now I can see they were both right. I just wanted to read that out because some people go through very hard times, and I've known quite a few people that have gone through hard times, and they've said to me that they thought they'd heard someone, they thought they'd heard something, they thought they'd seen something, but they felt like they didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that help, they didn't deserve that support, be it from the spirit world or from the plane here. And I thought that was just a nice story to show that everyone deserves that. Spirit doesn't see things like that. They don't see it in sort of the black and white and all the shades of grey. They just see it as you're someone, you do something and it's because you're in a bad situation, they will help you no matter what. And it was just a nice little story of hope, and that's me done.
You go first.
Yeah. Anyone not seen us work before? They might not tonight either. I like a bit of humour. They're not miserable up there. They're looking down at every one of us going, "Silly mare. Oh, what's she done that for?" Okay. I'm going to start with you, lady. Yes, you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so the lady, is that okay? Okay. Right, got to start listening around you, you have. This lady I've got coming through, I'm going to say a nan. Yeah. Bit of a waggy finger at you. Yeah. A waggy finger. Pardon? She would, yeah. She's coming through on a nice vibration, but she's quite angry at the moment. Right? Just trying to tell you that not everybody who smiles at you is your friend. Right? But I feel there's someone around you at the moment who's got to be kept at arm's length. Yeah? Is that the other half?
Alison's not taking.
Pardon?
I said Alison's not taking.
I was going to say, good, I'm glad it ain't. Right. But there's a lot of love comes down from up there to you. They want you now to sort things out around you. More people than anything else. Yes. Yeah. As I said, the hand's a fantastic weapon. Don't want to know. Yeah. You've got to have your eyes done again, haven't you? Yeah. Right. Okay. Get them. Okay. People around you, you've got to start listening to. Yeah. Yeah. It's no good being that. Oh, I got pestered today. Normally, when we get pestered, that person needs to do it. Yeah. And I'm a great believer in helping the person next to you. Well, most of the people next to you.
I was just saying, that don't help me.
But it's like with everything nowadays, there's a lot of taking going on. People want to take. It's like bizarre, isn't it? Everyone wants their bit. Who's David? Around you, yeah. Yeah. Okay, a little bit of healing needs going out there. And I don't mean physical healing either. It's a bit of the head, yeah. A lot of love comes down to you. And that's to replace the love that you give out. Yeah. We don't ask for anything back, do we? No. But it's nice now and then for someone to say, thank you. That's what you do. But not everybody is that generous with the words, yeah? What? There's something you're changing around you? Yes. Right, okay, because they're saying the clear out is good. Yeah, it's beneficial to you. Right, who's buying a car? I just I did buy it though. Pardon? I did buy it, I'm leasing it. Right, okay, they're just saying check it. It's a new motor, isn't it? Yeah, okay, they're saying have it checked. Okay? We don't want you going down the hill and not being able to stop. Okay? I'm not saying it's the brakes. I'm not trying to frighten you. I'm glad we've got good brakes on the car. She drives. Well, I say she drives, she manoeuvres it. But they're talking about you clearing out at home. Things. You've got a lot of shoes, haven't you? Why is it women save broken shoes? No, but they're pointing out a pair in particular where the heel broke off and you stuck them back in your wardrobe. They're talking about decluttering. Oh, yeah. That's starting. No, you haven't. You don't come in a church or a centre and lie. Okay? But there's a lot of love comes out. It's a lot of thank yous for what you do. Yep. Because you do help. Is that the other one?
No.
It's not, is it? Why are you sitting there? You should be holding her hand. Never take any notice of him. Yeah, well, don't never take any notice of him.
I don't. We don't.
No matter what you say, it's never right. Is it?
What?
They expect us to agree.
Don't agree with you.
See, I like to be like this, and I like everybody with a smile on their face. We've had too long of that.
You're always miserable.
Through lockdown and everything else. And talking to ourselves, well, I still do that now. It's falls on deaf ears.
Better answers.
Pardon?
I'm the only one.
Get better answers if you talk to yourself.
Oh,
It's true. Yeah. The only trouble is I end up arguing with myself. So
Yes.
I want you to start getting out there a little bit more. Yep. I know lockdown turned everything upside down, but they're talking about that clear out, not only around you, around the house. Things you've meant to be throwing. Right, who's David?
right. I
Did
didn't
I
say
say
no.
David?
Yeah.
Right, is there another David round you? Right, okay, well that may well be it, because it'd be more likely to be that one than the one on Earth one, yeah? It's like he wants to push you a little bit more. Yeah? It's like, I know you've got started again, but he wants you to go that little bit further. Yeah? You help out quite a bit. Yeah, of course you do. But I want you to now take a little bit back for yourself. Yes, clear the wardrobe out. Okay, all they're doing is, they're not showing me moths or anything like that, but it's just, well, I don't think there's any room for them. But they're just saying, just have that clear out to suit yourself, yeah? You do things for a lot of people, all right? Sometimes we don't get a thank you, but we don't do it for that, do we? No, it's to see that end result and a smile on the face. They're talking about you. Do you have much to do with the church? Yeah? Right, good. Keep that up. It's a benefit to you anyway, isn't it? It keeps you occupied, right? But I want you to... Always got one in you. It's never normally just one chair, you know. But yeah, I mean, you've got to put her in her place a bit more. Shouldn't have said you had anything to do with her, did you? Right, well. She doesn't have a little bit of problem, does she? Yeah, you do, don't you? Right, but they're saying a lot of thank yous, all right? I've got a granddad up there, right? And he's talking about someone around you at the moment that shouldn't be there. Think about it, it's someone that's just come into the family circle and it's not supposed to be there. Yeah? You've got to start thinking a little bit more about yourself. We don't mind doing things for other people, but now it's time for you to do it for you, yeah? I'll leave you alone.
Can I come to the lady and gentleman that's together? You're not together. You're just friends. Well, it's on my phone, they put you together. Okay. I feel I'm with you more than a gentleman. Would you understand someone that passed but would have donated some of their organs? You're going to say no to me. No, I knew you wouldn't. Okay, right. Well, I've got this gentleman that's coming in, and I feel he would have passed with his chest more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have to go by what he's telling me. All right, whether you know or you don't know. If he didn't, he should have donated some of his organs. That was his wish. So you may not.
Maybe.
Pardon?
Maybe.
All right. This is what he's telling me.
Yeah.
He said I was able to donate certain organs because they were fine. All right. He said they weren't going wrong. So whether it's his kidneys, I don't know, but he's just saying, and that would have been his wish. And I don't know if that was carried out, but if you don't know, okay. But that was his wish because he's the type of gentleman that would like helping people. All right. And that was his, I think from an early age, he had that set in him about helping people.
Yeah.
All right. So he wanted to help people and let people live. All right. So if that didn't happen, that's fine, but that would have been his wish. And he's even in his head, all his plans that he wanted was mostly to do with other people and family. He would have gone the extra mile. Okay, you're just a, he says, you're similar. He said, you're similar. Okay, but he just wants you to be a bit more tougher. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Not on other people, it may be on yourself, I don't know. He wants you to toughen up in here. Because if you let your emotions in, that will stop you doing what you should be doing. Okay. And he says you need to give this a rest and all. Okay. And he's talking about that you've got problems at night sleeping. Okay. He says you need to find something to occupy that space. Yeah. He said you will find what it is, whether it's listening to music, a couple of crystals, I think. He said, you need this space occupying. And he's telling me as well, you've not had an easy time. Okay, he said it's been quite difficult. I don't know if it's because of the loss of your loved ones or it's just down on the earth plane, but I think it's a combination of everything. And he's saying, you know, I don't know where to, he's telling me he doesn't know where to start to help for me to give you the advice. Okay, but he said things will balance itself out. Okay, he said it will take a little bit of time and he is listening to your questions. Okay, I feel this gentleman draws very close. I don't know if he's your dad or a partner, but he's drawn very close. Is one part of the family, were they too much involved of his passing?
No, I am family.
No, not yours, his.
Kind of, his daughter.
Okay.
My stepmom's family.
Okay, yeah, because it's not what he wanted.
No.
All right, it's not what he wanted. What he wanted was the best for you two. Because he says what you've got is you can't replace it with material things. All right, so he's so adamant that things should have been different. All right, and he's not blaming you two or the family, but he's blaming someone on his side. He said if I didn't poke the nose in, things would have gone to plan. And I think he would have told you what he wanted before he passed. Yeah? Because that's what he's telling me. He's saying, I told them what I wanted, okay? But that part, you have no guilt over, okay? Because you didn't have control of it. All right, so he says, don't ever feel guilty, don't ever feel awkward, because it's not your problem. And he knows that this space between him and you, both of you, is a hard gap to fill. Okay? And he's saying that with lots of love, and he's saying, you know, that gap's going to take time to fill up, and it has to run its course. So the way he's talking, if you're still both breathing, and if people let you, you would be able to. Okay? And he says, as long as you two are together, you can get over most things in life. Okay? And he wants you to follow your dreams. Would you understand that? All right? Because he said your dreams, you can reach them. It's not so that you can't. And he wants you just to follow your dreams at the moment, because he said that will spark the light back in you. Okay? And he says, I know things were awkward as you grew up, but his love for you would never change. Doesn't matter what anyone else says, or did or doesn't say, you know that he loved you. Okay, all right. Do you remember having a little doll's bed? Okay, what's he giving up? Well, I'll show you what, I can't show you. I'll give you what he's given me. You know when you get a little dolls, not big dolls, smaller dolls and that? Yeah. I don't know if he made you bits and pieces. Okay, right. Well, he's given me like a little doll's bed. Don't ask me why. Okay, right. Why did you give me that? You may not be able to remember it, you may have been too young, but it's almost like you as a child, that's it, you will never change. To him, you'll always be that child. Okay, all right. because he's saying wasn't he allowed to be that close to you when you was younger? Right, because that's what he's making me feel missing, okay? Like, I don't know, bedtime, normal things what a parent would do. And he says he didn't get to do all those things, okay? And he's saying like, now I'm able to come into that space to you. So do you sit in circle?
Yeah.
Right, so you can connect with him, he's saying. All right, and that'll help fill that gap. Okay. Do you know the name of Gerald or Jerry? Because I can hear that being called, so it might link with you. Okay, right. Well, he's definitely calling Jerry, and he should link with you, he's saying, and I can hear Donna being called. Whether that's a dog's name, I don't know, a pet's name, but okay, can you hold those two names? Because they seem quite important to him. Okay, all right. And would you understand there would have been a link with a milkman as well? Yeah, okay. All right, because I just asked him a question to give me something back, because I want to know where those names can connect to you. Okay, all right. But he's making me feel with this person called Jerry would have been an older person in his life. Yeah, because I feel he had a rapport with someone that was a bit older than him. Yeah, that sort of gave him advice and how to turn. Because I've got to say, he's telling me he started off on the wrong foot. Would you understand that? Yeah, and someone put him on the right foot. Okay, so that's where those names come into. You may not have that strong connection, but he does because he's over here with him. Okay, all right. And he's also talking about a gentleman that would have wore quite a big chain or cross. Used to think he had, I want to say a poser. You don't know. Okay, all right. Well, that's what he's showing me. Why are you giving me a big cross? I'm not going to change that. It's almost like this. He's talking about someone could be well on the earth plane now that likes wearing the gold, whether it is or not, but gold. Would you know what happened to his stuff? Okay, all right. So it's in the wrong hands. It's in the wrong hands because he said it's on the earth plane and they wear it if they're the big eye. All right, so it is on the earth plane. And he said, don't worry about it because it won't do him any good. Okay? He said, doesn't matter. He said, what you've got is the happy memories with him. Okay. I also got a lady linking with you. She's making me feel I might be a bit more on a grandmother link. Okay. And I feel with her, she was in and out of people's lives. Would you understand that? She was in your life, then I don't know if she passed over, but she said I was in and out of people's lives.
I didn't see one of my names very often. So.
Right, okay, because she just said I was in and I was out. I was in and out of people's lives. She said she didn't really meddle with people. She just was there.
Yeah.
Okay, and she said she wasn't a great help to people, but it's the fact that she was a grandmother that she was quite proud of. Okay, and she just comes around and she's talking about Mary as well. So you may have to go home and think because there's a Mary over here. She's talking about two sisters over here. I don't know if they're two aunts. Yeah. She said there's two over here. Okay, right. What about Mary? Okay, right. Would you understand a lady that would have made homemade sweets when you were tiny?
My mum used to work in sweet factory.
Okay, because I've got sweets. Yeah, got sweets to give you. And she's saying when you was younger. Okay, all right. And she's laughing, so I don't know if they were hard sweets, but she's just laughing at that as well. But they just want you to stop thinking too much.
I've been trying.
Yeah? Fill it with something else. Okay, all right. Do you know the people that are on the edge that cause a little bit of trouble?
Yeah.
Don't mention them by name, call them another, make up a name,
Yeah.
so they're not occupying your space.
Yeah.
All right? Because that's stopping you moving on. I know you've been hurt, but you need to just get over this little hurdle and things will be fine. Please take his love and know that he's around.
Can I come to you? Why is it they're telling me to pick you up and shake you? It's like you've gone downhill just lately.
Yes.
And with the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want you to pick it back up. They're saying you lost your mojo. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. They're talking about, they know you've got aches and pains at the moment, but you've put up with them for such a long time. They're saying that shouldn't be a problem. But there is a problem around you with family. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. As I said, like, fantastic thing, the hand, right?
So say again?
The hand is a fantastic weapon. Don't want to know. Don't want to know.
That's what I do to you. You be quiet, don't you, then?
And that's what I do when she cooks. I go, no. Mind you, I'm used to charcoal now, so. That's not my wife, it's my nan. Right? Now you've got to start thinking what you want, not those around you. There's a few takers around you at the moment, isn't there?
Yes.
That want and want and want. Again, the hand. I'm not getting it. Yeah. It's talking about you having a clear out around you anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know I've got a nan. Is it Mummy's spirit?
Yes.
Right, because she just stands back and she's got her hands like that and she's just going,
I've also got a name.
ah, right. So it may well be the nan because it's more of a, yeah.
I know it's something, but I don't want to give you too much information.
No, I don't want any. I don't want any. But what she's saying is, when they were here, you did everything yourself. Yeah. Now she's saying, start relying on other people. You won't. Oh yeah. You'll still attempt to do it yourself. But she's saying, now's the time for you to take that rest. Yeah. You've worked most of your life, haven't you? Well, now's the time for you to sit back and say, let the others do it. Yeah? I mean, I get up in the morning and I'm cleaning and cooking that all day long.
Don't comment.
It's only because I don't like charcoal. And it's just like with you now at the moment, you've got to start not being on your own, but only thinking about you. Yeah? You're a helper.
Yes.
Yeah? And that's the problem. I know Dad's in spirit,
Yes.
but who's the gentleman with him? It's not, I feel like a brotherly type person, someone that was around you quite frequently.
He did, brother.
Yeah?
And he probably was, yeah,
Right, okay, because he, right, okay. Again, another one telling you off. Yeah? He's saying that the people around you that take, and as I said to the lady, the hand is a fantastic weapon. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. All right? You've got to start using that. Okay, that purse has got to be shut. Yeah? If you want anything for yourself, they're saying buy it. Don't let others dissuade you. I'm sorry, without me teeth and I can hardly talk now.
Can't talk with them in, so.
My love, that's only because I don't get a word in edgeways. But they're saying now, clear out around you. There's a few people that should be put aside. Yeah, you know they are. Yeah. And you was talking about having your hair done again.
Sorry?
Your hair, having your hair done again. I'm not saying it looks bad.
You just had it done.
changed recently, yeah.
Oh, that may well be it,
Yeah.
because they're pointing me to your head, okay? But they're saying not a lot's going on in there at the moment. Start thinking more of yourself, will you? Right, who's David? Well, I've got a David in spirit, okay? Was around you at one time. You'll have to think back for it. All right, and he's saying you've changed so much. Yeah? It's like they want to put you back where you were. Right, who's Graham?
Sorry, Graham.
Graham. Well, I've just got a Graham coming through. What, might be did you work with a Graham?
Are you on arm again? Your tablet.
That's all
I
right.
turn it silent for the alarm.
Don't worry about that. I don't mind a noise like that. It's other noises I don't like. But what they want to, it's like I want to pick you up and carry you out. Yeah? Okay? But they're saying a lot of things you do for people, you never ask for anything back anyway.
No.
But they're saying to you, you've got to start slowing down now. Yeah? I mean, you've got a cane now, haven't you? That's a fantastic weapon for pushing people a distance away from you. She does it right. The other one she hits me over the head with, so. But they want you to now start thinking a little bit more about yourself. You help out wherever you can, yeah, and that's not a bad trait. Well, I know Nan was a bit fussy about what went on round her and what she did, and she's saying that if you was to take a few pages from her book, your life would be a lot easier. Right, is it that in spirit?
Yes.
Because it's like he's banging the table and saying, it's like banging your head trying to get it into you, but not everybody that smiles at you is your friend. Yeah? Well, you start doing a lot for yourself. Who's Michael?
My late husband.
Oh, right, okay. He's got a lot to say for himself. Right, okay. I didn't get the partner relationship with him, but he's come through right over my shoulder. And he's saying, you were never like this. I can't say that. Right, but he's a little bit colourful.
Yes.
Yeah, and if he was here, he'd be saying what he wants. No, I'm not. Say what I say. No, he's saying about you listening. You never did, right? Not to him anyway. But he's saying listen around you what people are saying. Yeah, you've got to start making your own decision. Sorry, I haven't got no teeth, so some words I can't say. Decisions. Yep. You're going to have your hair done again.
Sorry?
You're having your hair done again, he's talking about. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
You know what that is?
Every week.
Yeah, but he doesn't like it short.
No,
No, he doesn't. He likes long hair.
Which
that's
is why
right.
he's worried about you getting your
That's
hair
right.
done.
What? He just had the Mickey tape there. He's saying, why don't you have a crew cut? He was a fussy devil. Yeah?
A bossy.
Fussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he wanted everything, not his way, but done properly. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Okay, and I think you know what he's on about. Yeah. He said the family's around you still. Yeah. Use them. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if they say, well, do you want me to do something? Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know why that is. Well, what's this about coats? Coats. What, is there a coat that you hung up and left or forgot about?
Yes.
Right, they're talking about checking it.
Oh.
I don't know whether it's the pockets or whatever, but they're saying get it down. Yeah? You do a lot for other people. None of us ask for anything back, but you've got to start taking now. Yeah? But there's two small children in spirit. One that didn't quite make the earth plane. I can't take them away because they're in front of you. Yeah? Okay, because it's like they want to pull you along. Yeah? You've lost your mojo a bit lately, and they want to put that back inside you, back with you. Yeah?
And that's exactly what my daughter said to me.
There you go.
Yeah, today.
Today.
Yeah, she said, I want you back to where you were.
And that's it. And the only person going to do that is you. Yeah? I mean, none of us can throw off our illnesses and pains and aches, but it's the face. Yeah? Keep that smile there. And that's it. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see you walking, yeah, down the street and see 20 of them in one go. That's what they want, that smile back on your face. Right, I know you like your jewellery. Yeah. What is it what went missing? Was it a pendant that went missing? I've got to give you that. If you can't remember, it hasn't gone missing. Okay? It's still there. You've got to start thinking what you want, not what other people want round you. Right, who's Peter? Got to go back a bit for him. Right, on Dad's side. Right, I'm not going to take the name away, that's just been what's given me, okay? Unless it's to come, okay? But it's one of those. Yeah, I don't want to know. Yeah? You do a lot for other people. They're talking about it now, take a little bit back to you. Yeah? Right, can you take Rose? Rosemary? Pardon?
I had a cousin's wife years ago.
Well, it may well still be that, because time doesn't go on up there. Yeah? She wants you to get back to what you were. Yeah? I know you've got to use a stick now. She uses one on me all the time. So, but just be thankful for those bits of help that you do get. Yeah? You don't like people helping you anyway, do you? No. Oh, I'll do that. Same man. But you've got a net. Oh, right. Who's buying a car around you? Someone's talking about changing their car.
Could be one of the few.
Okay. Just a little bit of advice there somewhere needs been put across. Right? But you've got to carry on the way you want to carry on, not the way the family wants you to. Yeah? And as I said just now, the hand's a fantastic weapon. Yeah? Start using it. I know if Mum was here now, she'd have a lot to say, wouldn't she?
Probably,
Yeah, I can hear her now, so don't worry about that. But she wants you to go forward. You're dropping back at the moment, aren't you? Start getting back up and go forward. A lot of love comes down from her. And she said, remember what she said on her deathbed. She's not telling me, but she said something on her deathbed. You got to think back.
I will.
Yeah? I'll leave you to that.
Can I just add, because someone don't, I just going to add, you need to tell people exactly how you're feeling, especially your daughter. You're only giving her half of the story. Yeah? You need to say how you're feeling and what you're thinking, and that will help you. All right, and I just got that. I don't know who from, but just important that you keep talking and that help you, like I say, help you with the healing inside. Would you understand that? Because it's almost like you've been a little bit depressed lately. So you need to share that with people. They won't laugh at you. Okay? You should let those tears out
Find it hard to cry.
in your own time, in your own space.
I wish I could.
You will.
Mm.
I think you just need to share how you're feeling, and those tears will come. Don't get angry with yourself. All right? Okay.
Thank you.
Can I come to the gentleman at the back? You're the only one at the back there. But there is someone. I know, yeah. I need to give you a gentleman who would have liked the peace and quiet. So I don't know if he liked fishing. Yeah? And he's coming in and he's just got his fishing. Well, don't ask me what type of fishing. But it was the peace and quiet that he could find himself. And he's saying, if you went fishing, you'd find what you need to have in here. Would you understand that? I need that bit of peace. Yeah. He says you need that little bit of peace at the moment. It's almost like you need to talk to yourself to find the answers inside. Yeah? And once you've done that, he said, then you'll be on your pathway. And he's just putting different obstacles in the way: work, relationships, the future. Do I go backwards or do I go forwards? You have to go where your head feels right, and you need to listen to your heart, which he says you don't always listen to your heart. Okay? Yeah? And he says just find that balance, and he says you'll be well away. I don't know if you ever went camping, but he's just bringing in camping. And I feel there was good times when you went camping. It's almost like that time's gone. Can you understand that? Yeah, because he says it's the reflections of the past where we find our happiness sometimes to bring it to the fore, to the front. Yeah, and that helps us to just find our centre point. I presume you sit in circle. All right, because it's something you can work on, sitting in circle, is finding that centre point. Okay, we can listen to everyone, we can listen to the advice, and we can sidestep it. All right, and if you wish to sidestep it, that's your prerogative. All right, because it's almost like I'll listen, I'll take it on board, but I want my own way to go. And it's like sidestep it, then you'll find it. Don't worry about your spiritual side, because they will always work with you. Okay, but it's working on yourself, and you can do that in circle without telling anyone. Okay, and that'll give you a bit more viewpoint. Okay, where do I want to go now? It's just taking me to like on a cliff, looking out to sea. You can look out, can't you? You can see the different colours on the horizon where it finishes and starts. So if you can, don't do it in meditation. He actually wants you to go to the coast. Yeah? Okay? Because he said, it's all different things that you can go back and pick out what you would like to do and see. It's almost like I just want to take you to certain places. I don't know if you've been there when you was younger, or if this gentleman would have gone. It's almost like, let's just go and do it. I also will give you a motorbike as well. Yeah? Okay. I was going to have the sidecar, but I'm not quite sure. All right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So let's go on this trip together. Yeah? Let me know, I'll come in your sidecar. But you're saying, let's go on this trip together. We can do it. Okay? I do have a lady coming in. She's not telling me who she feels at the moment, but I don't feel she's been in spirit a long time. And she comes in and she's a very soft lady. I don't feel she would have really told anyone off. If she did, she would have done it in a gentle way. Yeah, and it's almost like, I just want to sit down there and give you a hug. I don't know if it's a mum or someone close to me. It's just that. I just feel very close to her. And she just comes in and she just says, I was quite a quiet lady, but I did talk. But most of the time I just like to be in people's company. And I think you're a bit like that as well. Yeah, you're finding company.
Yeah.
You know, and it's almost like she's telling me, like the way she was, she would have let people or allowed them to talk before she would have butted in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very similar like that. And she comes in and she just says, I just like being around you. She said, I just like it. I like to be here and about. Okay, right. Oh, she's washing some apples now, so I don't know if she made apple pies or you need to change your diet. But I feel with like fruit and that, I feel like she would have washed all her stuff before she ate it.
Okay.
Yeah? And okay, what does she want you to wash? Why is she giving you apples? Okay. I don't know why she's giving you apples. I don't know if it's a memory link.
Again, it might be symbolism. I do it because I haven't eaten apples for ages. I had one first time a couple of years ago.
Oh, right. Okay. Because she's just coming in and it's like, like nice and crispy and clean. Okay, right. And I feel that's what she would have liked, clean things around her. Okay, and things put in her place. She didn't particularly like papers left. You'd have put them somewhere, yeah? Okay. So she said, I was a bit fussy with that. She said, you're not quite as fussy as her, and that's all right. Okay? Because it's just things. Can you take the name of Dennis?
In spirit or no?
I don't know, they're not telling me.
No one knows.
That's fine. If it is, they normally just send healing out. Who would have liked politics? Someone would have known about politics very well. They would have told you.
I used to work with someone, but they're still down here.
That's fine. Yeah? Just talking about people around you, okay? It's like you could sit down, you know, talk about politics and would know their stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And I've got to give you John.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you take the surname of Walker as well?
Yeah, that's one of our family names.
Okay. I've just heard Walker and they're saying, no, not the whiskey, but the name. Okay? All right. They're just coming in to give you that little bit more evidence that spirit are linking in with you. Okay? Okay, right. I don't know if you've been up to Scotland.
Not recently, but yeah.
Okay, right. Because I feel there's a connection with Scotland. Okay? All right. What are they giving me there? Would you understand someone working on the trains, a train driver?
Someone down here, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, right. That's fine. Just coming in with that. Okay. And I don't know if you would understand this name because it might be going back too far. Would you understand the name of Lionel? As Lionel Blair, but Lionel? No.
Not other than mining slang.
Pardon?
Not other than mining slang.
I don't know what it means, so enlighten me on that.
Trousers, flares.
Oh, right.
What's that?
Lionel. What's that?
Lionel Blair, Blair.
Okay. I don't know if it's the same you understand or it's them, but I just come in with that. Okay. And I need to give you James as well. Would you understand a gentleman would have wore maybe a waistcoat or a chain across it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's just coming in and he's just putting a chain on me. I don't know if it's a pocket watch, but he's putting a chain in. They're all there with you. Okay. But they do want you to go on some memory trips. And I've got to give you leads as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? Please take that, love. Thank you.
Go on.
Okay. Out of two people here, I don't know to go to you. I'm just saying, can you take Joan?
I can take the name down.
Okay, right. And can you take Arthur?
Is that you? No, I can't think of an art. I'm not alone.
Okay, you can take him home with you. Okay. He may have been called a different name than what he was his name. Okay, so would you understand Tom?
Had that come up before, but not off the top of my head.
If you get it 3 times, then the link's there, okay? And I don't know if you called yourself Tom or Arthur or didn't like the name Arthur, okay? Probably didn't like the name Arthur on the earth plane, okay? But I got to give you Joan, and I've got 2 ladies, and I feel one's your mum, and I feel one could be her sister. I don't feel Nan, I feel I want to be a sister. In some ways they were alike, and in other ways they're chalk and cheese. And that's what you're a bit like, about your mum, chalk and cheese. You could get on, but I feel sometimes you may not have. Would you understand that?
No, my mum and I are very close.
Okay. Would it have been her sister then?
Yeah.
Right.
Possibly.
Because of chalk and cheese. And I don't feel that you would have got on with her then as much. Alright? Because I feel that if you was having a conversation at home with your mum and her family, I feel this aunt, she would be an aunt, yeah. I feel she would have come in and took over.
That's an her opinion, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, because that's what she's saying. Your mum said she would have taken over the conversation and got her point across, which sometimes weren't welcome, she was saying. Okay. But your mum just comes around, I think she just wants to pick you up a bit and give you a bit of energy. Okay. And she's also, even if you're sitting here, sometimes you wander off in your mind, and it just makes you feel a little bit alone. Would you understand that? What for, she's saying? Why do you think like that? You've got everyone around you, you've got friends. Don't ever feel that you're not wanted or you're alone. Families are busy these days, aren't they? Not because they don't want us, they just got a different way of living. Alright, but she doesn't want you to have that feeling. She said you should know yourself a bit better. That makes sense? Alright. She don't want to come and tell you off. She just doesn't want you to sit there and let that feelings come in. Okay. I have a gentleman coming in. I don't know who he is at the moment, but I could quite sit down there and pick your hand up. I'm not quite sure if it's a husband or a dad. Would you understand that? Is it your husband? Okay. Because he said, could I come down there and hold your hand and say to you, naughty girl, alright? And I know the way he's saying that, you miss him terribly, okay? Doesn't matter what I was saying, it could be a 1,000 mediums that might have told you the same thing. It's not, you haven't got him here physically. And that's what does you in sometimes, isn't it? You know, that plays on you and you say, don't let it play on you, because I am around and I do put my arm around you, even if you can't feel it. I can't give you what he's given me to pass on, but he's got so much loyalty and admiration for you, and that will never die. But he doesn't want you thinking when you're going to go over here. Can you understand that? He said, that's a no-no, that door's shut forever. He's going, all right, you got a lot of living to do down here. Don't put yourself down. He would have put you down. He'd have put you up. Yeah, you can do things. Okay? And he just wants you to enjoy the rest of the life. He's talking about Stephen. I don't know if it's on the earth plane or over here. Up there. Okay, right. And there's a John over here with him as well. Oh, it's him?
That's him.
Okay. Because he just said, sometimes you have a little beard or not?
No, he got rough around the chin sometimes.
Okay.
He didn't always shave as often as he should.
Okay. Because he's just saying, and I said a little bit because I couldn't see it. Okay, he just comes in with that. But he's saying he was quite handsome. Yeah, turned a few heads, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely did.
Got into trouble a few times as well.
Yeah, he's telling me that he turned people's heads. Okay, but he does apologise for the things he done wrong. Yeah? Right. That had nothing to do with you personally, he said. Not your fault, it was him. Alright? And he's just saying, I'm really, really sorry. I should have said this a long time ago. Okay? But he says, you're the best. You were the best in his life. Someone said you put him on a straight and narrow, you put him on a straight and narrow. Yeah? He thanks you for that. Right? He says that from the bottom of his heart. Okay? And he said, none of it's your fault. It was just him. I've got a funny personality with him. Can you understand that? So he could be quite different out with other people to what he could be indoors. I don't know if you understand that. I don't want to go into detail because it's just what he's saying to me. Okay. But he said he did love you and he still does. Would you understand the link with Ireland? Okay, because he's talking about Ireland. If you don't understand, that's fine. I tried to get that. I'm not saying it's him. Could be someone else over here. I'm going to try to read. Would you understand someone getting hold of jewellery they shouldn't have?
I've had some jewellery done this thing.
Okay. So you would understand what he's on about. Would you have had like a colour emerald stone?
A birthstone is emerald.
Okay. All right. Because he's just talking about it. But I just feel. Would you understand someone being his friend having ginger hair? I can't get a name at the mic at the moment.
Can't think of anyone.
Okay. Would you understand Michael? Mick?
I know the name, Nick, yes.
Okay. Right. Because someone was a naughty boy over here. All right. And that's what he said. He said, naughty boy. So I don't presume your husband must have been around him. Okay. All right. It comes in close. As I said, he is saying sorry to you. But he wants you to look after yourself a bit better. And eat properly, he's saying. Okay? Because he's talking about you need to look after your health. Can you take Fran or Francis? Might have left you.
Not female, I know a male Francis.
Okay, yeah? Alright, because he's just given me that as well. And he's talking about an anniversary coming up. Okay? And on that, he's giving you some flowers, red roses, and did you like bluebells as well?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's just put them all around you, all the bluebells. If you can, go and stand with the bluebells and get that colour and that healing, because it make you feel good inside. All right, please take his love. Okay.
Squeeze one more if you want to try and squeeze another one.
I know I need to be up the back, but I don't know which gentleman. Which one?
That's troublemaker for them.
I know, that's what I'm being told. Can I come to the gentleman with the body warmer on? You look very nice, someone's saying. Whether you want. I know. Okay. I've got a gentleman that's linking in with you, and you're very similar looking to him, so I presume it must be your dad. Okay, because when I look on the side of your profile, you've got the sort of same sort of chin or that, okay? And he's just saying you look after yourself very well. Think about it. He says you're doing all right at the moment. I have two ladies standing there with him. I know one's his wife. Is that your mum? Your mum's here? Okay, right. Well, that's the feeling I get, so I can't change that, all right? I don't know if he's talking about your wife or your mum. All right, I can't separate it. If they're on the earth plane, that's fine. Okay, all right. He's saying there's too much going on around. Can you understand with the two women? He said, talking about this fragile situation. I presume he's talking about your mum.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so it's fragile at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like you have to step a bit careful at the moment, and especially what you're saying. Right, okay. And I can't tell you how long you've got to be so delicate with your mum, but just at the moment, that's what's keeping her happy. Okay, I don't think she wants to hear things about a certain bit of past. Would you understand that? She may talk about it, but I don't think there's a conversation you can make out of it.
Yeah, I don't know, there's something she talks about.
Right, right. That's what I'm being told.
Yeah.
So you just have to go along with whatever she wants. Yeah, yeah. Just go along with it. Even if you find some of it a bit offensive, there's not much you can do about it, is there? It, no, I know. I have a job telling you. Right. Okay. All right. Right. That's what I said. You just go along with it and just try not to answer her. All right. And I understand. He understands your situation. And then he's just saying, just go along with her conversation at the moment. But don't get too surprised if the remarks you get back or the conversation's going to change. You're going to have to ignore it.
Yeah, it goes full circle.
Yeah.
When she doesn't get a response that provokes a certain answer, she goes everywhere.
Right. Okay.
You can't say the right thing.
No.
So
And
just to agree.
and he says, if you find some of the remarks hurtful, just ignore them because it's not her personally, just the situation.
Yeah.
All right. And he just wants you to make sure that you look after your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the things that come out of her mouth, don't put them up there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's nothing hurtful.
Well, I can only give what he's going to say. Maybe it might get a bit hurtful, but he wants you to be aware of it. Okay? And it's like, please ignore because it doesn't belong in your life. He knows the bigger picture. All he's coming out with at the moment is just make sure you look after your emotions and don't let it take up your headspace. Okay? Because if you overthink things, then you're going to think, hold it, this don't sound right in my life when you were a certain age. Okay? All right? And this is what he's talking about. Because he says sometimes things are not the truth or not what they seem to be. And he's just saying she's got a bit of confusion as well.
Yeah.
Right. So the confusion is clouding what she's saying. And he just wants you to be aware of that. Okay? And he doesn't want you to go beyond that by looking or searching for some answers. All right? Just ignore it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's just like skim over it. It's not important in your life at this time of moment. Because otherwise it's going to make your relationships, you're going to start questioning things.
Mm.
And you have no need to.
Yeah, no, that is right.
Okay. Just yeah. Because otherwise it's going to make relationships a bit hard, not just with your wife, but with family as well. And your dad's saying, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all right. Because he said there is past history, but it doesn't fit in this present. I'm not elaborating on it because he's not telling me. Okay, all right. But I'm going to say, please take your dad's love.
Yeah, sure.
And just skim over things.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
And when you want to close for me, or do you want me to do it?
And if you wish
I
to.
can do it. Right, if we can just take a moment just to send up our thanks for all of our loved ones that joined us today. it's just send it out into love and healing out into the world where it needs to go. Once again, I thank our loved ones for coming in, and I thank the guides for working with Bill, Debbie, and bringing all of the lovely messages through today. And I place a cloak of protection around everybody that's been here today and on your journey home to make sure that you are safe home and you get to come back again.